Hey, welcome back to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online, and if you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate if you'd purchase your next watch from us at JazzTime.com. Today we'll be taking a look at the Patek Philippe, this one a 24 ladies, meaning that it is made for, specifically women to really accentuate their beauty and, elegance 24 hours a day. Hence it's named the 24. This one, the model number or reference number 7300/1200R, meaning that this one is the 36mm version with the brown sunray or sunburst dial, Arabic numerals, diamond bezel with almost 1 carat in diamonds, all rose gold construction, even the bracelet. I'll be going over the aspects of this watch, the case, the bezel, the dial, the crown functions, as well as the movement and the bracelet. I'll be giving you my thoughts on these throughout this video. So starting off with the case, as I mentioned earlier, this is a 36mm case, sized from finger to thumb. That's the 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock position or the 10 to 4 o'clock position. Same distance, same 36mm. Overall, you have a nice high polish, complete with my fingerprints, of course, of all rose gold in its construction here. You can see flanking the sides as well as the front of the case, underneath the diamonds at least, you can see a very, very beautiful high polish accentuating that luster of that case there. And on the very back, you have the sapphire crystal, much like the front. However, the front is a little bit domed, as you can see, based on the reflection of the light there. The thickness for this watch, just under 11, I believe, actually just above 10 millimeters, 10.05 millimeters. 10 millimeters is what I measured, but you can be off by 5/100ths of a millimeter. That's fine, because this will still fit very nicely under a suit, cuff, jacket sleeve, anything. It fits very nicely as a dress watch. And this one, very elegant, is designed with that diamond bezel. They say it's about 0.77 carats on the website. This one specifically actually comes out to just a little bit more than that. I believe that's just due to the, slight variations of diamonds and I guess the sort of consistency therein. But as you can see, they're all placed incredibly regularly, and as I move it throughout this light box, or just sort of rotate it in place, you can see the way that the diamonds sort of reflect the light. Incredibly regularly placed, all hand placed, of course. You wouldn't expect anything less from Patek Philippe. The sapphire crystal, nice and domed, as I mentioned earlier. Not entirely glare proof, because you can see a little bit of the lighting of my light box here, but that's basically a non-issue, because you can see the dial very clearly regardless. That very nice sunray dial, that guilloche patterning, again hand finished, because, well, that's just what Patek Philippe does. You have tiny index marks with large and bold rose gold applied Arabic numerals here. Interesting set of fonts here, something that you won't really see very frequently, sort of like an almost a varsity type of font there from the numeric presentation there, with hands as well to accentuate the contrast there. So if I turn out the lights here, you can actually see that it does have a little bit of luminescence, a nice green glow to the basically all of the important aspects there, the numbering as well as the hands themselves, the minute and hour hand nicely illuminated as well. Okay, turning the lights back on, still incredibly easy to read in any lighting situation. The only difference here for the numerics is that there is a date aperture at the 6 o'clock position, white background with the black, matching black text, or high contrast text rather, to make it, very easy to read. Okay, and taking a look here at the crown functions, basically at the base position, you can just wind the watch. Relatively simple. So about 10 to 20 full winds will get you to the full power reserve from a dead stop. No issue there. All right, pull the crown out to the next position. You can actually adjust the date, quick set the date. Only do so between the hours of, say, 6 a.m. and 9 p.m. Of course, rotating it clockwise, it's about a half turn to advance the date by 1. So, if you find yourself a time traveler, well, you're going to have to, well, maybe rotate it quite a few times, but that does reduce the chances of there being any errors with, you know, overshooting the date if you happen to be on the 30th of a month, and the day after tomorrow is the 1st of the next month. So just a half turn, basically all that you can do with your fingers there, rather simple. Pull the crown out to the final position. There's no indicator saying that you are there because, you know, there is no hacking seconds function there. Not that you really need it. If you are experiencing the world of Patek Philippe watches, you can place a little bit of pressure backwards on that minute hand to actually stop that seconds, giving you full control of that hacking function, provided that you know, keep that pressure there. Of course, you can move the minute hand forward, and that's the sort of preferred method of setting the time. So let's set the time using the chapter ring at the peripheral of this dial. You can sort of just synchronize it and just basically ballpark it, because this is not really made for, you know, absolute precision. You do have it, you have that choice, but you'll have to kind of work for it. It's not a big deal once you have it nice and set. All right, so what makes all of this work on the inside? Nothing too new here. It's the 324SC, the self-winding, the date module also added in there with the sweep seconds, a diameter of 27 millimeters. You can see through the case back here, very beautiful indeed. If I can illuminate it just right, there we go. You have the guilloche patterning in there, all hand finished, of course. 217 parts total with a thickness of 3.3 millimeters. 6 bridges, 29 of those parts being jewels, with a minimum of 35 hours up to 45 hours of power reserve. So that basically means about a day and a half at the smallest, up to about 2 days of power reserve. So pretty good there. You have the central winding rotor at 21 carats in yellow gold, makes it a very, very beautiful presentation as well. A Gyromax balance with a Spiromax balance spring, so that basically means that you can take a few bumps here and there, and you can get relatively close to circuitry, things like that, that could potentially emit electromagnetic interference. All of that stuff will keep this, you know, nice and protected. It won't affect the timekeeping of the watch at all. By the way, the vibration per hour rating is 28,800 vibrations per hour, or 4 Hertz, so you do have the accuracy and the smoothest possible sweep from Patek Philippe, at least of the making of this video. So you do have a very nice 8 intervals per second movement of that second hand. Moves 8 times per second, basically. Makes it very, very smooth movement as well. All right, so taking a look here at the bracelet, you do have a rose gold presentation here, all high polish, with the sort of like a modular piece system here, all solid, at least on the side links there. I believe the middle portions may be hollow. That's what they look like, but it doesn't feel it, because this is an incredibly heavy bracelet. You can definitely feel it on the wrist, certainly in the hands. Feels very good on the wrist, even though it does have a full high polish everywhere. There's no satin brush finishing here. It's all made to look absolutely beautiful. And taking a look here at the clasp, again, with all my fingerprints there, you do have the Patek Philippe sort of abstract symbol there, the emblem. You can simply press the 2 sides in for the double deployment. Opens up very nicely. That's the newer style clasp that we have here. So it's not a pull open style, it's the deployment style. So you do have that little added benefit of the extra security, because you can only really open it by pressing both sides, not just one side, or just, you know, slightly pulling on it and then, you know, potentially losing the watch off your wrist. You do have that added security there. All right, and while I'm here, I'll try it on my wrist, give my thoughts as to how it wears. All right, as I showed earlier, it fits very, very well on my wrist, 7 inches in circumference there, and I personally probably wouldn't need to remove any links for myself, because, well, this is a lady's watch. If your wrist is about 7 inches, it will fit very nicely. Anything lower, this watch will basically gain in terms of the wrist presence, the size at least, and you certainly have the weight there and the visuals for the wrist presence. Looks very beautiful on the wrist. Looking at it straight on, face on rather, you do have that high contrast between the Arabic numerals, the chapter ring, and those diamonds against that dark brown, the dark brown portions of the dial. And of course you can move it at any angle and, you know, really get the most out of the coloration there. The high contrast makes it very easy to read, and those diamonds incredibly lustrous and absolutely beautiful on the wrist. Looking at it straight down, there's a slight downward curve of these lugs, just very slight, so if it will definitely fit anyone who has a flatter wrist. For me, a round wrist, it still fits very nicely. The basically zero tolerance among these links makes it so that they will never actually pinch your skin. They won't pull hairs out of your wrist. It feels very comfortable indeed, and the fact that there's space among all these links means that it vents your wrist very nicely, so you can actually wear this all day, every day, and look stylish as well because, well, it's in the name. 24 hours, 7 days a week, I presume, but, you know, 24 hours a day. Looks very beautiful indeed. Now, talking about the price point of this watch, this one does retail for just under 50K retail. Again, kind of a steep price, but you are getting what you pay for. This is a luxury watch with nearly 1 carat of diamonds, all hand finished, all handmade. It's Patek Philippe. What would you expect? And, you know, while the market price is about 25% of a markup above that, so around, you know, the low 50s, low to mid 50s at the moment, I would not hesitate on getting this any longer because, well, you know, prices are sort of getting a little bit crazy in the year 2022. As of the filming of this video, at least, they are going up. So, you know, a very good investment, worthwhile, and certainly something to wear. It just looks absolutely beautiful and something that you should get sooner rather than later. If you're thinking about it, don't hesitate. But anyway, that's all I have to say about it. What do you guys think about this watch? Let us know down in the comments below. Be sure to leave us a like, be sure to subscribe as well, hit the bell notification so you can be notified when we go live with another video like this one. And as always, if you'd like to purchase this watch sooner rather than later, go to our website at jazztime.com, links in the description below, where you can get it for the lowest possible price anywhere online. Thanks for watching, take care, and we'll see you in the next video.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to Model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.